This is lecture number 5 on projectile motion. We already have taken 4 lectures. In today's class we will discuss some standard problem related to projectile motion, and after that I will discuss SCV, Irodov, Singh, and many more books problems individually. So this one is our first question. This distance is A, this height is H, this distance is V, and H is unknown. H is unknown. Concept is, if xy coordinate of a point in projectile motion is given, we have to use trajectory equation. There are two forms of trajectory equation. One is y equals to x tan theta minus gx square over 2u square cos square theta, and second form is taking x tan theta common from both, x tan theta 1 minus x over r, where r is the range of projectile. So there are two forms. Here range is given. Range equals to a plus b, total horizontal displacement. So if we see projectile, there is a point that have x coordinate a, y coordinate h, ah. Here x is a and y is h. So putting in the second standard form, y equals to x tan theta 1 minus x over r, y is h, x is a, tan theta 1 minus x is a, r is a plus b. Taking LCM, a tan theta a plus b minus a gets cancelled, so h equals to ab over a plus b tan theta. In equation it is given theta is 45 degree. In equation it is given theta is, a ball is thrown at an angle of 45 degree. This angle is given 45 degree. So h is ab over a plus b, tan 45 1. So this is our required answer. Now in second question, particle is projected over a triangle from one extremity of its horizontal base. There is a triangle, base angles are alpha and beta, and projectile thrown from one extremity of the base like this. Projectile goes like this. Suppose this speed of projectile is u and it is given projection angle is theta. projection angle is theta. We have to relate and prove tan theta equals to tan alpha plus tan beta. First of all, we draw perpendicular y. This distance suppose x1 and this distance suppose x2. So we have coordinate of this point x1 y. So taking left part x1 y, projection angle is theta, body goes like this. So we have coordinate x1 y. Using trajectory equation, y equals to x tan theta into 1 minus x over r. R is x1 plus x2. So y is x1 tan theta, x1 plus x2 LCM, x1 plus x2 minus x1. x1 gets cancelled. So y is x1 x2 tan theta over x1 plus x2. We already discussed this term in the first question. So this is our first equation. Now from the geometry, this is x1, this is y, and this angle is alpha. So tan alpha is y over x1. In the same way, this length is x2, this length is y, and this length is beta. So tan beta equals to y over x2. Therefore tan alpha plus tan beta equals to y over x1 plus y over x2. Y common 1 over x1 plus 1 over x2. So that equals to y x1 plus x2 divided by x1 x2. Or y equals to x1 x2 divided by x1 plus x2 tan alpha plus tan beta. This is our second equation. From 1 and 2, on comparing, we can say tan theta is replaced by tan alpha plus tan beta. Tan theta is replaced by tan alpha plus tan beta. In question number 3, there are 2 points given. AB, BA. Always, if points on the trajectory given, we have to use trajectory equation. And it is mentioned that we have to calculate range. So trajectory equation in form of range we have to use. For point AB, trajectory equation is y equals to x tan theta 1 minus x over r. For BA point, y equals to x tan theta 1 minus x over r. So by dividing b square over a square, theta and theta gets cancelled, equals to r minus a, r minus b. So RB square minus BQ equals to RA square minus AQ. Therefore R is nothing but BQ minus AQ, B square minus A square, or BQ minus AQ is B minus A into A square plus AB plus B square. From formula, B square minus A square is B minus A, B plus A. So B minus A gets cancelled. So we find range equals to BQ minus AQ over B square minus A square, or A square plus AB plus B square divided by A plus B. So this is our required range equation. If we have to calculate theta, putting value of R in any equation, we get theta, and theta equals to tan inverse A square plus AB plus B square over AB. Now in question number 4, ball is thrown from top of a building 45 meter high with a speed 20 at an angle 30. Find time and a speed just before it touches the ground. Height is given 45 meter and a speed of projection is 20 meter per second. Angle is 30 degree. So 20 cos 30 equals to 20 cos 30 root 3 by 2. So tan root 3, and vertical component is 20 sin 30 means 10. Acceleration downward is 10 meter per second square. So we can calculate T as equals to ut plus half at square by using this equation. S is minus 45, U is tan T plus half a T square. So minus 45 equals to 10T minus 5T square. 9 equals to 2T minus T square. So T square minus 2T minus 9 equals to 0. So T equals to minus B plus minus under root B square minus 4AC over 2A. T equals to 2 plus under root 40 over 2. So T equals to 1 plus under root 10. That equals to 4.14 seconds. Now we have to calculate the speed just before collision. There are two components of a speed. One is in x direction and other is in y direction. But we all know in projectile motion Vx remain constant, and that is tan root 3. And what is Vy? Vy is u minus a, and t is what? 4.14. Therefore V equals to 10 minus 41.4 minus 31.4. So what is V? V just before collision is tan root 3 square plus 31.4 square. So after solving we get the answer. Now in question number 5, it is mentioned we have to calculate time and velocity at this position. It is given that it is initial direction of motion, and at a time projectile motion direction is perpendicular to the initial one. If this angle is theta, this angle is 90 minus theta. So this angle is also 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta. At this position, let a speed is v. Here a speed is u. Vx remains constant in projectile motion. So u cos theta, that's equals to v cos 90 minus theta. Therefore u cos theta equals to v sin theta. Therefore v equals to u cot theta. This is a required solution for part second. Velocity is u cot theta. Velocity is u cot theta. Now we have to calculate time. Let this is position after time t. Let this is the position after time t. So Vt is what? Velocity after time t is u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta minus gt j cap. This is velocity at time t. What is initial velocity u? U is u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. As directions are perpendicular, so dot product must be 0. Therefore u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta minus gt j cap. U cos theta I cap, u sin theta j cap, that is equals to 0. So u cos theta का whole square plus u sin theta minus gt equals to 0. So u square cos square, u square sin square. So u square minus u sin theta gt equals to 0. U gets cancelled. So t comes out to be u over g sin theta. U over g sin theta is our required time. Now in question number 6, at what angle? We have to calculate angle. Should a ball be projected up an inclined plane with a velocity v0, it may hit incline normally. In the question it is given angle of inclination is alpha and we have to project a projectile at some angle theta. Theta is unknown, so that it may hit perpendicularly. If there is perpendicular hitting in this direction, final speed must be 0. But at t equals to 0, in this direction a speed is what? v0 cos theta, and retardation is g sin alpha. So v equals to u plus at can be applied along x-axis. or along inclined plane. So V is 0, U is V naught cos theta, A is G sin alpha into T. Therefore T is V naught cos theta over G sin alpha. But we know formula for the time of flight is 2 V naught sin theta over G cos alpha. G gets cancelled, V naught gets cancelled. So equation comes like this: 2 tan theta tan alpha equals to 1. So tan theta equals to 1 over 2 tan alpha. And theta is what? Theta is tan inverse 1 by 2 tan alpha. This is the angle at which if we throw projectile on incline, will must fall normal to the incline finally. Now in question number 7. In this question, this box is accelerating downward with an acceleration of g sin alpha. A projectile is projected with some speed u at an angle alpha with respect to the box. We have to calculate range of this projectile. Find distance along between point PQ where the particle, assume particle doesn't hit any other surfaces. With respect to box observer, with respect to box observer, projectile have two components of a speed, u cos alpha and u sin alpha, and a weight of body is mg sin theta and pseudo force is also mg sin theta. So there is no force acting. So there is no force acting. In this direction, g component is g cos theta. No force acting. So body goes like this, and we have to calculate range. We have to calculate range PQ. So what will be the PQ? PQ is u cos alpha into t. What is t? We know in case of upward inclined motion, time of flight is 2u sin alpha over g cos theta. So this is u square sin 2 alpha over g cos theta. This is the length of PQ. Now in second part, horizontal displacement of particle as seen by observer on the ground with respect to ground observer. With respect to ground observer, finding range. With respect to ground observer, ball have a speed u cos alpha, u sin alpha. With respect to frame, this speed is given. Suppose frame have velocity u in this direction at the time of projection. V is a speed of box at time of projection. At time of projection. So in time t, this is with respect to ground observer. What will be time of flight for ground observer? Remains the same, 2 Vy over Gy. Here Vy is u sin alpha and Gy is g cos theta. So time of flight doesn't change. It is either with respect to frame or with respect to ground observer. Time is independent of frame of reference. What will be the range? What will be the range? So range with respect to ground observer is S equals to ut plus half at square along x-axis direction. Here S is range, u is u cos alpha minus b into t plus half. Acceleration is g sin theta minus g sin theta into t square. According to question, this range should be equals to 0. So 1t gets cancelled and u cos alpha minus b comes out to be g sin theta over 2. And what is t? T is given to u sin alpha over g cos theta. G gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled. So u cos alpha minus u cos alpha minus u sin theta sin alpha over cos theta equals to b. So b equals to u common, cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta over cos theta. Therefore b equals to u cos alpha plus theta over cos theta. So this is our required speed v. We can solve this problem in another way. This speed is u, this angle is alpha, this angle is theta. So you have component u cos theta plus alpha, and this angle is theta, so this component of v is v cos theta. For no displacement, v cos theta must be equals to u cos theta plus alpha. So v comes out to be u cos theta plus alpha over cos theta. In this way we can also solve this problem. Now in the question number 8. Question number 8 it is given there is a particle at some height 1.25 meter at a distance 3 meter. Starting from rest, body have some acceleration along the path. Acceleration is given 1.5 meter per second square, and body projected with some speed u at an angle theta. Body goes like this and collide with the particles at an angle 45 degree. It is given in the question. Here a speed is unknown. Let a speed is v. Find the time after which a stone hits the object. We have to calculate time t for this incident. Time t for this incident. In time t, vertical displacement is 1.25. So s equals to ut plus half a t square can be applied. S equals to u sin theta into t minus half g t square. This is our first equation. And horizontal distance is 3 plus half a t square. The distance is u cos theta into t. This is our second equation. Unknowns are u, theta, v and t. These are the four unknowns. We also know u cos theta must be equated to v cos 45 degree. This is our third equation. And v sin 45, v equals to u minus gt. This is our fourth equation. So we have four equations and four unknown. We can easily solve. Now in question number 9, a staircase are given. This is our first from the top. This is our first from the top. At the end of first, we have vertical displacement h, horizontal displacement v. This is our second staircase. Vertical displacement at the end of, this is end of first step, end of second step. Similarly, we can say at end of nth step, vertical displacement nh, horizontal displacement nb. So horizontal displacement nv, vertical displacement nh, and body have initial speed u. So we have a relation and b equals to u into t. Horizontal distance equals to a speed multiply time. Time is what? Under root 2h over z. A squaring on both sides. A squaring on both sides. N square b square equals to u square 2nh over z. So this is our required relation. Equation of trajectory is given. We can arrange 12x common, 1 minus 3x square over 4 multiply 12x. 3 4s are 12, 1x gets cancelled. So y equals to 12x 1 minus x over 60. Comparing with y equals to tan theta x. 1 minus x over r. Comparing both equations, we can say r equals to 16 meter. R equals to 16 meter. In the next question, it is condition for same range, having same speed, and greatest heights in the two cases are y1, y2. We know in case of greatest height h1 equals to u square sine square theta 1 over 2g, and what is h2? U square sine square theta 2 over 2g. So what is h1 plus h2? U square over 2g common, sine square theta 1 plus sine square theta 2. So h1 plus h2 equals to u square over 2g sine square theta 1 plus sine square theta 2 is what? 90 minus theta 1 for same range condition. U square over 2g sine square theta 1 plus this comes out to be cos square theta 1. So 1. h1 plus h2 equals to u square over 2g. According to question, this one is y1 and this one is y2. So y1 plus y2 comes out to be u square over 2g. So this is our required relation, h1 plus u square over 2g. C option correct. Now in question number 12, horizontal distance as well as vertical distance are given, so we can use trajectory equation. Range is not given, so we have to use first form of trajectory equation, as range is not given. So y equals to x tan theta minus gx square over 2u square cos square theta. Y is h, x is d, tan theta minus d square over 2u square cos square theta. We have to calculate theta. And we have to calculate what is the value of u. We have to calculate u. So g d square over 2u square cos square theta comes out to be d tan theta minus h. So 2u square cos square theta, 2u square cos square theta equals to g d square over d tan theta minus h. So u comes out to be under root g d square over 2 cos square theta d tan theta minus h. Therefore u is what? U is d over cos theta under root g divided by 2 d tan theta minus s. So this is our answer, d over cos theta. Now in question number 13, we have to calculate average velocity of the particle, point of projection to greatest height. In case of oblique projectile motion, this is the point of greatest height and this is the initial point. So displacement is this length. This length is s, this length is r by 2, so this length comes out to be under root h square plus r square over 4. So average velocity is the total displacement over total time. Total displacement is under root h square plus r square over 4 divided by time is half of the time of flight. So 2 time of flight is 2u sine theta over g under root h square plus r square over 4. So 2 gets cancelled. Average velocity g over u sine theta under root h square is u square sine square theta over 2g whole square plus r is 2u square sine theta cos theta over g a square divided by 4. So average velocity equals to g over u sine theta under root u का पावर 4 साइन का पावर 4 थीटा बाई 4 जी स्क्वायर प्लस 4 u का पावर 4 साइन स्क्वायर थीटा कॉस स्क्वायर थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय 4 जी स्क्वायर. So 4 gets cancelled. G square common and cancel out from the outside. So average velocity is 1 over u sine theta, u square common, sine का पावर 4 थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय 4 प्लस साइन स्क्वायर थीटा cos square theta. Sin square theta gets cancelled, 1 u gets cancelled. So average velocity is u sin square theta over 4 plus cos square theta. So average velocity is what? U over 2 under root sin square theta plus cos square theta multiplied. So u over 2 under root sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 3 cos square theta. Sin square plus cos square is 1. So average velocity comes out to be u by 2 under root 1 plus 3 cos square theta. So this is our required answer. U over 2 under root 1 plus 3 cos square theta. In this question there is a cuboid and we have to throw across the cuboid grazing at P and Q, that is diagonally opposite point of the face. We have to calculate a speed of particle at point P. Angle of projection, a speed of projection, and so many. And what is given? Angle given 45 degree. As this length is 15 meter and this length is 20 meter, therefore this length comes out to be under root 15 square plus 20 square. 5 gets common, 3 square plus 4 square. 9 plus 16 is 25. So 25. Diagonal length is 25. So we have a projectile having range 25 meter. Suppose at point P speed is v. This angle is 45 degrees. So we can use formula for range. R equals to 2v square sine 45 cos 45 over g. And range is 25. That equals to 2v square sine 45 multiply cos 45, 1 by 2 divided by 10. So v square is 250. And what is v? 5 under root 10. P is what? 5 under root 10. So at point P and Q, 5 under root 10, this is our speed. Now we have to calculate angle of projection. If this angle is theta, we have to calculate theta. Now this height is given 12.5 and we can calculate this height. So this will be the total height of the projectile, greatest height of the projectile. This height can be calculated b square sin square 45 by 2z. b square is 250, here b square is 250. Sin square 45 1 by 2 divided by 2 into 10. So 25 over 4 and this one is 25 over 2. So greatest height is 25 by 2 plus 25 by 4, that is 4 LCM 50 plus 25, 75 by 4 is there. And greatest height is what? U sin theta square over 2z. So U sin theta is what? 75 by 4 multiply 2 into 10 under root. 2 2 is 4, 2 5 is 10. So under root 25 multiply 5. So that comes out to be 5 under root 15. U sin theta. U sin theta is 5 under root 15. What is U cos theta? U cos theta is V cos 45. And what is V? V is 5 under root 10. 5 under root 10 cos 45 1 by root 2. So 5 under root 5. Dividing both equation, tan theta comes out to be 5 under root 15 divided by 5 under root 5. So under root 3. So theta is 60 degree. Theta is 60 degree. Now putting in any one, U sin 60 equals to 5 under root 15. Sin 60 root 3 by 2, that equals to 5 under root 15, 5 3. So U is what? 10 under root 5. So we calculated angle of projection and a speed of projection. Angle of projection is 60 degree. A speed of projection is 10 under root 5. Now a speed of particle at the top of the trajectory. We all know U cos theta. And what is U cos theta? U cos theta is 5 root 5. So at the highest point of trajectory, 5 under root 5 speed. Range, that is AB. We have to calculate range. Now we know U and theta, so we can calculate range. That is AB length, U square sin 2 theta over z. U square is 500 sin 120 over 10. So 50 sin 120 is nothing but sin 60. So 50 sin 60 root 3 by 2. 25 under root 3 meter is the length AB. Is the length AB. Here there are two conditions: up projection and down projection. We have formula for up projection and down projection. Range is U square sin 2 alpha plus theta minus sin theta over G, and downward projection range is U square sin 2 alpha plus theta plus sin theta over Z. H1 equals to H2 according to option. This one is correct because height is due to vertical component, and vertical component speed and retardation both are same. Here vertical speed is V0 sin alpha. Here also vertical speed is V0 sin alpha. retardation is g cos theta. Here also retardation is g cos theta. So height and time will be the same one. At any time Vt1 Vt2 will be same or not. Highest point पे, at the highest point, this one is also correct. We can calculate. This one is R1 and this one is R2, and time of flight is given, so we can arrange. We have to check for the last one. At the highest point, a speed of both are same or no? Not the same. Not the same. Not the same, because this have an acceleration and this have a retardation. Here there is retardation and here there is acceleration, so a speed cannot be the same one. In this question, both have same height. It means vertical speed of both are the same. uy1 equals to uy2. But as this distance of b is large, it means uxb is greater than ux of a. And because height are same, so time of flight of both are the same. First one is incorrect. Time of flight for B is less. Both are the same. Projection speed of B is greater, surely, because x component is greater and y is the same. Horizontal component of velocity of B is greater, correct. Vertical component velocity A and B are always equal throughout the direction which both the particle. So in the next question, this one is our alpha and this one is theta. And we know formula for time of flight will be what? Time of flight and range we have to calculate. What will be the time of flight? Time of flight formula is 2u 2vy over gy. So this is 20 root 2 sin 45 plus 30 divided by g cos 30. So 40 root 2 sin 75 root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. G is 10 cos 30 root 3 by 2. So root 2 gets cancelled. 1 2 gets cancelled. 0 gets cancelled. So time of flight is 4 root 3 plus 1 over root 3. What will be the range? Range is ut plus half at square. U is what? 20 root 2 cos 75 into t plus half g cos 30 into t square. So 20 root 2 cos 75 root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2, and t is 4 root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus half g is 10 cos 30 root 3 by 2, and t square is what? Root 3 plus 1 by root 3 multiply 4 का whole square. So by solving we can get range. In this case, time of flight is, this one is our Vy and this one is Gy. Time of flight is 2Vy over Gy. So this is 20 sin 30 over g cos 30. So time of flight is 4 sin 30 1 by 2 cos 30 root 3 by 2. So 4 by root 3 is our time of flight. What is the range? Range is ut plus half at square. U is what? 20 cos 30 into t plus half g sin 30 into 4 by root 3 का square. So that equals to 20 cos 30 root 3 by 2, 4 over root 3 plus half g is 10 sin 30 1 by 2, 16 by 3. So that equals to 40 plus 40 by 3. So 160 by 3 meter is our required range. Now in question number 19. In question number 19, in this direction initial velocity is 0. So time of flight is 2u over g cos theta. We have to derive formula for range. R equals to ut plus half at square. So R is u is 0, half acceleration is g sin theta into t square. So range equals to half g sin theta and t square. T is what? 2u by g cos theta का square. So range is g sin theta over 2 for g square cos square theta. So range is 2u square, 1g gets cancelled, 2u square sin theta by g cos square theta. This is our required range in this case. Now in question number 20. Particle is dropped from a height. Another particle which is initially at a horizontal distance d from the first projected with a horizontal speed u. Question is this: two particles are at same height and distance is d. One ball is dropped from rest. Body comes a height h after free fall. Another projectile thrown at a speed u, like this. Both collided at this point. We have to relate. We all know T is what? Under root 2h over z, and D is what? U into T. So T is what? Under root 2h over z. So a squaring on both sides. A squaring on both sides, d square equals to u square 2h over g. So this is our required relation. D square equals to u square 2h over g. So this one is the correct option. Now in question number 21. In this question, projectile and wedge both are moving. So considering motion with respect to wedge, projectile have a speed in this direction 10 root 3, and with respect to wedge, projectile have also a component of 10 root 3 in this direction. This angle is 30 degree. So there is a component of acceleration g cos 30. Now taking all components along and perpendicular to the plane, this one is tan root 3, and in this direction a speed component is tan root 3 sin 30. So tan root 3 over 2, and retardation is g cos 30, and in this direction a speed is tan root 3 cos 30. So tan root 3 cos 30 root 3 by 2. So that equals to 15 meter per second. What we have to calculate? Time after which particle will strike the base. We have to calculate only time. So time is what? 2 Vy over Gy. So 2 Vy is what? Tan root 3 minus tan root 3 by 2. Gy is g cos 30. So time of light is 2 tan root 3 by 2 divided by g is tan cos 30 root 3 by 2. So after 2 seconds projectile will hit the wedge. So first option is correct. Now in question number 22, a stone is projected from ground in such a direction to hit a bird on the top of a telegraph post height. There is a bird moving with constant speed, suppose v, and there is a projectile goes like this and hits the bird at this point. It is mentioned that this height is h, total height is 2h, so this height is also h. We know in this there are two parts, 1 and 2. In this part, if time is t dash, in this part time will be root 3 minus 1 t dash. Root 3 minus 1 t dash. Suppose this distance is b and this distance is a. So projectile covers a distance a plus b in time t, and in same time bird covers a distance b. So a plus b will be what? A plus b is u cos theta multiply t, because in horizontal speed of projectile is u cos theta. B is what? B into t. So dividing, t gets cancelled. V over u cos theta, b over a plus b, and distance b is what? U cos theta into 2t dash, and a is what? U cos theta root 2 minus 1 t dash, and b is what? U cos theta into 2 dash, 2t dash. So t dash gets cancelled. V over u cos theta is 2u cos theta divided by u cos theta common root 2 minus 1 plus 2. U cos theta gets cancelled. So v over u cos theta is 2 over 1 plus root 2, or 2 root 2 minus 1. So this is our required answer. Now in the next class I will start collision on projectile, collision in case of projectile motion.